This is ASS Breaking News.
Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And welcome to another exclusive here on ASS News. As you might have heard, Jack Dorsey has stepped down as CEO of Twitter. And we have Siraj Hashmi reportedly accepting his new role as CEO of Twitter. Here on Ask News, we have an exclusive with the man right now. Please welcome Siraj Hashmi. Assalamu alaikum, Siraj.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How's it feel being the new CEO of Twitter?
It's been a long time coming.
Hello? Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I'm just getting worried. Siraj has been fired from being the CEO of Twitter. I think this is probably a record. I'm not even sure. This has never happened before, but live right now, we are seeing the CEO of Twitter fired. Siraj, how does this make you feel? Being again, once again, unemployed.
I guess I'll take my talents over the parlor.
Oh, that's really good. So what else are you going to be doing?
Well, I do have a program about telling people how to become a gay incel lib, and for $69.99, you become one too.
So how many subscribers have you had so far?
I'm sorry. What you're a little bit connection's getting dropped.
I'm sorry. How many subscribers have you had so far?
Subscribers. But we're making progress, and we expect to grow fairly soon after 5 years in business.
5 years, and grow with what? Your how to be an unemployed gay incel lib for $69.99 a month.
This wasn't really my go-to.
That's your. Well, I mean, since you're here already, what are some of the what are some of the things that you teach within this?
The first thing I teach is, that it's kind of like the 12-step program, obviously, with the final step, obviously, submitting yourself to a higher power, Jennifer Rubin.
Right. Oh, of course. Of course. I mean,
she's our queen.
Yes. If Allah was a woman, she would be Jen
Rubin. 100%.
And what do you think of this the new CEO that is stepping up for Twitter, Candace?
Candace who? We're just gonna say like this forever, aren't we?
Until our producer Zach moves on.
Yeah, we're gonna just let Spencer completely fuck up the show by not hitting the intro.
Do we expect to be seeing more lockdowns again, new lockdowns, more mandates?
I don't know, George. It's really too early to say. We just really need to, as I've said so often, prepare for the worst.
And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful. And please.
The First Amendment, you just gotta look it up.
Allah Akbar!
Allahu Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jay, are you the host now?
Am I the host? We're we're both hosts.
Yeah, you started on the left because you're a lib.
Well, also when I'm hard, it leans to the left too.
That makes sense. So now it's leaning to the right.
All 2 inches goes.
All 2 inches. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Mujahed Kobbe.
We're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode of the Habibi Power Hour. Jay, man, what the fuck is up? This has been. How's your Thanksgiving?
It was great because, as you know, Thanksgiving is haram, so I did not celebrate Thanksgiving whatsoever. I told everyone
you
that.
Didn't eat, wait, Jay, you didn't eat a turkey's ass?
I ate some ass. I didn't eat a turkey's ass.
Why not?
Because it's haram.
Guess that makes sense.
How was yours?
Mine was good. I did eat a turkey's ass, and let's just say,
how do you like it compared to human ass? Like if you had to pick, is M watching?
Say my wife left me. Sorry, Habibis. It's happened. It already happened. Anyways, Habibis, this is actually a pretty busy show. We're going to get right into it. That shit just spat all over my keyboard. A lot going on. We actually have a very special guest with us tonight for a little bit. And you know and love her very well. This is actually the first time we've had her on a Wednesday night show live for the Habibis to watch for free. Every other time you've had to pay to watch the stream, which is kind of similar to having to pay Jay on the corner for
to say you pay me to entertain your mom. That's what I get paid for.
Yeah, exactly.
On the side. Just you pay me right on the corner. I'm right there. I'm there for every mother out there.
And she's here. Hi, Eliza. Eliza Blue.
Eliza, how's it going? How you doing?
You guys are
Habibti.
so gross and so annoying.
And yet you continue to show up on our show.
We're friends because we're friends. Hello, Habibi.
Yes, but
hello, Habibi.
You know,
thank you for having me back.
Welcome back. You can follow Eliza on
Welcome
Twitter,
to your show, co-host.
Thank you. Right now, Siraj, I think it'd be a good time. We're actually gonna have an intervention with you. So,
shit.
As you know, Jay and I have already taken over your show, but so this is gonna be your last. So I hope you enjoy it, and from now on, it'll be Habibi Bros.
Jay and Eliza.
Yeah, just minus you. So.
Alhamdulillah. Welcome, Eliza. How was your Thanksgiving?
Whew, glad that loser's gone.
I know. Seriously, that was going to be awkward for the whole 69 minutes if he was actually going to stay. Thank God he's gone. So tell me, Eliza.
I feel bad because I know he likes trying to do a thing or whatever. I know he's trying to do a thing, but let's be honest. Repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. And he has never fully mastered doing anything. So it's just best if we continue on without him.
I think so too. I think.
Whoa, hey, whoa. I am a master at one thing. I'm a master at baiting.
At what?
Masturbating. Eliza, you walked right into it. All right. So sorry, Eliza, you're gone. Siraj, you're back.
All right, Eliza. Well, let's get into the meat of this. Because there have been probably the trial of I don't know if we could call it trial of the century, but it would have been, kind of on the back burner had Jeffrey Epstein not killed himself. But it's Ghislaine Maxwell, his associate, allegedly involved in his sex trafficking ring, currently being indicted for what exactly, Eliza?
Many charges, including sex trafficking. And there's many charges there. So
many. Like,
yes.
Way too many to count on one hand.
Well, I think it's only like 6 charges or something.
Oh, so it's still technically
a little bit more to count it on one hand.
So Give us the quick and dirty.
I went from cable news to this. I went from cable news tonight to this.
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. In the eyes of Allah, this is an upgrade.
I was thinking today I was going to tweet out, but then I was like, no, I don't think anybody will care. But I was going to say, going from cable news to Habibi Power Hour is like a mullet, like it's business in the front and then party in the back. But I was like, that's not funny enough to tweet.
Well, it kind of is, because everything I am is, party in the back.
Yeah.
That's it. He did it. He did it.
Anyway, yes, it's probably one of the biggest human trafficking trials. It's probably the biggest. I mean, it just depends. I mean, I would have to do data to see who got more coverage, Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine. But I mean, as far as the intensity and the heat around it, with Epstein, I feel like it was a little bit more cut and dry. With Ghislaine, the case is a little bit more nuanced. So I think there is a lot of anticipation about it. I think that the suspicious manner in which Epstein passed away has public speculation. And I also want to remind folks that Epstein trial was just like a little bit 2 years ago, right around the time when COVID was kind of kicking off. So there was a lot of other things going on then at the same time too. We were also dealing with the beginning of the election conversation and things like that. So Epstein was a huge conversation, still is a huge conversation. A lot of folks like to act like it's not covered in the corporate press or corporate media. I have Google alerts set on for both Epstein and Maxwell. It's heavily covered, like so much so that when I wake up in the morning, I have about a couple hours worth of news articles to go through just from corporate press alone. So it's heavily covered. Both are. I think just the massive mistrust in the system, the FBI, global authority, the global elites, justice, this the whole thing. I think people are very skeptical of it. And the fact that, truthfully, Ghislaine Maxwell is really the only Jeffrey Epstein direct associate, besides like a couple others that have started to crumble. Like Peter Nygaard in Canada, I always call him the Canadian Epstein, is like facing trial. He'll be good. They just moved his trial in December sometime. But I mean, we're not seeing enough of these elites fall. So I think that the buzz is generating. I think that that's why folks are so enraptured by this case. It's interesting.
So one of the things, and this is, I want to bring in this, obviously, this tweet from Bloomberg, which obviously was up for the list. Ghislaine Maxwell's sex trafficking trial is set to be one of the biggest of the Me Too era, but the jury may have to grapple with a unique question. Is Maxwell herself a victim? Eliza, when you see that shit, what goes through your mind?
Yeah, I commented on it. That was really one of the only comments that I made that day on Twitter, because the trial's really intense, and I just kind of made an executive decision not to talk about it as much as I would talk about other things. For my own sanity. But what I feel about that is extremely nuanced, but along my journey in serving survivors, I've had the opportunity to serve survivors who are also incarcerated abusers as well. So two things can be true at once. One can be a survivor of sexual assault, domestic violence, or human trafficking, and also be an abuser as well. That does not take away the fact that if you participate in a crime in the United States of America, that sort of thing doesn't really fly. So if I have schizophrenia and if I stab someone, I can't plead schizophrenia in court, lifelong schizophrenia in court. It doesn't mean that I didn't help commit a crime. I think one thing, it's wild because I actually do see what Bloomberg's saying, but I think that that's such a jarring, nuanced, and complex conversation that would be difficult for the average person, especially the average survivor, and especially the average survivor of Maxwell, to digest. But honestly, Siraj, I'm one of the few survivor advocates in my local area that will serve incarcerated abusers who are also survivors.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
One of the things, Jay, and I don't know if you saw this, but kind of want you to jump in here.
Jay has done that.
No, I mean,
I'm kidding.
I was just gonna say one of the pilots, Jeffrey Epstein's pilot, testified. What is it, this week? Since the trial began, at least the development I think happened yesterday. That they had they had testified under oath that they had Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Kevin Spacey,
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, and then there was one other one I'm forgetting. Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew, yes.
Prince Andrew, all on the same plane.
On the same flight. Are you sure about that?
On the same plane. They're on the
same plane.
Okay. I'm just sorry. I'm just trying to keep it.
Yeah,
no, right.
I mean, like, course. I'm not sure if this means that. Again, like, this is like one of those things where they just name them. You just see it in the tweet. I mean, what have you gleaned anything off from that?
I haven't. I mean, because we already knew for a fact that these guys rode on these planes. We already knew these.
I think one thing, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think one thing that's important when we look at the flights and at the flight logs, I think one thing that's really important just to look at where the flight was going and what the reason was for the flight and how many flights on the, to where, I think is important. I'm not from the camp that thinks that if you flew on Epstein's jet, that you're automatically guilty of sexual assault, child trafficking. I'm not from that camp. These individuals and these predators made part of their grift, part of their scheme was to saturate themselves in with every single global elite, every single organization. I mean, these individuals popped up at anti-human trafficking events, donating money. They popped up at MIT. Does that mean that MIT? So they intentionally surrounded themselves with so many people. And then, I'm not going to speak too much on exactly how that went down, but just because someone flew on the jet doesn't necessarily mean that they're guilty of a crime. But that being said, I think that we should be investigating all avenues. I think they should investigate all leads. I think the FBI should be investigating every single inch of the footage that was collected from all of the Epstein properties and be going down every single rabbit hole, period. We need to be holding every single person that was an Epstein co-conspirator accountable. We should.
Period. And it's very hard to try to think that we can hold the FBI to a standard where they're going to actually do this right.
Well, what we need right now is what we need right now from the FBI, truthfully, if you want to know what will honestly bust this case wide open, would be like an Edward Snowden. If we had an Edward Snowden pop out right now with all of the information, or an Edward Snowden or an Assange, I would be willing to put it up. That's basically what we'll need in the Epstein case to get true justice. And I believe anything's possible.
I think you had, I don't know if you had you had that tweet, but you were talking about, I'm hoping that there's going to be one FBI agent who's on their deathbed with no family that's going to blow this wide open.
Well, that was Amanda. So Amanda and I were on the phone. So
that was Amanda.
Amanda and I talk so much that if she doesn't tweet it, I'm going to tweet it. So she tweeted what she said to me, and then I piggybacked and also quote tweeted, so it was a double whammy. But a lot of times I'll be like, please let me tweet that. Please let me tweet that. Please let me tweet that. She can say something.
That's nice.
It was a great tweet. I loved it.
So everyone go follow Amanda and unfollow Eliza Blue.
Everybody do go follow Amanda.
I just
not unfollow me. Everybody, all the Habibis are already following me.
Which is true.
Pretty much. Probably
Pretty
not.
much they are.
Actually, 100%.
They're probably like,
God damn it. I'm the only one drinking. You got to drink too, Eliza.
Yeah, Jay. Oh, well, she's drinking. There we go.
I know she is because she's that little bitch. Kind of like,
yeah.
But what I wanted
says,
to
hold on. Yippee says can't follow anyone in a Tesla shirt.
What's funny is actually the shirt was free. I have all this Tesla gear. I've like tons and tons of Tesla gear. I have a cardigan. I have a winter coat. My winter coat is Tesla. I have a Tesla winter coat. I have 2 windbreakers that are really nice. They're like North Face windbreakers. I have like tons of shirts, mini cars. I have a Tesla luggage. I was given all this Tesla stuff for free. So,
do you even have a Tesla?
No, I don't.
This is about to ask that.
No, I do not.
It's kind of like going into the Porsche design store and just buying Porsche sunglasses, a Porsche hat, a Porsche whatever, all that stuff. And then you go in and start driving your Nissan.
Oh, we finally figured out Eliza's We finally figured
No,
out what
whatever.
makes her.
Y'all just mad because I be getting free Tesla stuff for free. Free Tesla. It's not
Did
free
you
Tesla.
get a? But
I-
did you
I
get
thought you were going to say free titties.
Free what?
Hey, next time, thank you for the super chat. It's good logic. He's on locals, and YouTube is doing in-person coverage of the trial.
A lot of people
Yeah.
are,
Eliza Blue, sponsored by
been
Elon
found,
Musk.
Beautiful.
I've been found out.
I just find it really, the reason why I brought up the FBI is because we had recent testimony of the women in I think it was in gymnastics, and they were given their testimony on how they were treated by the FBI and how they were telling the FBI what was going on with their abuser, and basically they either buried the story or the leads or something, or they didn't believe them. That's what I got out of those testimonies.
This is a tale as old as time. You guys know how I feel about the government, the United States government, and any wing arm of the government. Like that's part of one of the reasons why I'm an ANCAP is because of how the FBI treats survivors, because of how law enforcement, because of how the government treats survivors, because of that's what I always tell people. Like, look at this Jeffrey Epstein case, how heavily this has been covered up, top to bottom, front to back, by the United States government and all governments around the world. If that and the corporate press, let's also talk about that. And the Cindy McCains of the world, and the list goes on, and Vanity Fair writing their piece to actually pump up Jeffrey Epstein, called The Talented Mr. Epstein. Vanity Fair writing that piece. If you ever wonder why I hate the corporate press and the United States government, I think the Epstein case is the quintessential case to show that fact.
Right.
That makes sense? Siraj, what on earth are you doing that's more important than listening to me?
I am listening. I'm literally checking Rumble comments. I have like 3 screens up, 4 screens.
Oh, BB, you're trying to multitask.
Yeah, and obviously I'm very good at it.
BB.
So what were you saying again, Eliza? Were you talking about Jussie Smollett?
No, can I tell you guys a story? Can I tell you guys a story?
Yes, we'll have me and Spencer are listening.
If Bibi wants to multitask while he's listening to me, that's fine. I I was boring him or something.
No, I check the comments because I run point.
Okay, so I used to have a boyfriend, and he was visiting in Chicago the exact same time frame that Jussie Smollett had his alleged situation.
Wait, what?
That's right. I'm too popping. Boomers can't keep up with my energy, vibe, and flow.
That's so. What you're saying is your ex-boyfriend's a black guy who has a twin that beat up Jussie Smollett.
My ex-boyfriend is a black man. That had nothing to do with that crime, but it's probably had a lot to do with many crimes. So.
Oh my God.
So. Anyway,
What?
So anyway, not that weekend. No, not that weekend. Actually,
gotcha.
Hold on. Amanda's getting in on the dunking too.
Yes,
Siraj,
posture.
posture important to your health. Why is everyone making fun of my fucking posture?
Because you gotta. What kind of chair do you have? Do you have one like this? That's like a.
No, he's just weird. He's just weird. He's been like that the whole time. You know what I need next time I come on? A Habibi Bros shirt.
You do.
Wouldn't I look cute one?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually glad that you bring that up because this is actually the perfect plug for this, Jay. Starting this Friday, I shit you not, we got Boomer Friday at habibibros.us.
That's so cute.
You know, Boomer Friday is what's the code, Jay? Is it actually
It's capital
Friday?
B, capital F, Boomer Friday.
Wait, what is it? What is Boomer Fridays?
Yeah. So Boomer Friday is because we missed Black Friday.
Who makes that artwork for you guys?
This was actually made from a Egyptian activist. His name is Marwan Shaheen. He actually has a gallery here in LA.
I love it.
Absolutely amazing stuff. You can go to his Instagram, and it's Marwan, Marwan Shaheen, Shini, and you can see it in an About Us page as well on habibibros.us.
I love that. Maybe I should have
He's
him do one of
great.
me.
He is.
We got some
great.
new merch coming too, but you heard of Elf on the Shelf, right? Right?
Fed on the
Yes.
shelf.
Elf on the Shelf.
Siraj trying to do a fed on the shelf. Great. Don't fall for it,
No.
people. Don't fall for
No.
it, people. Siraj a fed.
No.
He letting it out right now.
No, and now we
Yeah,
got
you heard of Elf on the Shelf? You have get ready for
Earn on
Earn
the
on the
Fern.
Fern.
And the good thing is like if you order on Friday,
Siraj
you're going
was
to
high
get
as hell when Siraj was literally high as hell when he came up with that idea, and he thought it was the best idea ever.
absolutely.
No, Spencer, keep that comment up. I want to cover Eliza completely. Pretend like she's not even here.
So being that she met him, can Eliza testify to just how short the garden gnome Jay is in real life?
So
I'm
actually,
5'4".
Jay is much taller than I thought he was.
Everyone thinks I'm 5'4". I'm 5'4".
He's actually 5'5".
She thought I was 5'2".
He's much taller. He's taller than me, and I'm 5'8". So I'm tall. And Jay is tall, slightly muscular, and smelled divine. I want to bring up one more thing about that night. Look at Siraj's face. He's so grossed out. That the waitress, who was a good looking, great body, smoking hot. She was great with long dreads and she had a great attitude. Literally peeped that Siraj was a loser.
Okay, and joined in on it. Like,
joined in on us.
Like knowing.
Time. Didn't miss a beat. We did not prime her. She leaned over. She's like, "What are you doing, loser? Your friends are hanging out without you. And you're walking your lame dog." She was, I fell out.
I mean, she was so good. She was absolutely fucking perfect.
She did dunk on me. She specifically showing Ernie to you guys. I flipped the camera over to show Ernie. And the waitress the waitress said, are you actually filming your dog taking a shit?
My face looks kind of good. Like, okay.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why it made you black.
With a neck beard.
With a neck beard. Black with a neck beard.
I think my eye makeup and my lips and teeth, lip size, and plumpness of the cheeks speak for themselves. I don't think much more needs to be said. It really does gross. If we had a baby, it'd look like that.
No, and look at. I mean, I look like I'm a guy who does come from California. That's exactly what I look like.
All I heard, Jay, was I look like a guy who does come, and that was it. That was the out of context Jay I was looking for.
Just clip that shit. Clip it. It is. I know it's so okay. All right, we've seen it. It's great.
Okay, so you total complete losers trying to grift your game up, but I don't want to ruin your
Well, we have merch, and if people like our merch, they can buy it. And if you use the code Boomer Friday,
I'm not buying a
hold on, Eliza, can I finish this fucking plug? I'm out here sucking dick for money. Can I stop doing that for some?
Siraj, to a survivor of human trafficking, you stoop that low.
What? I'm saying no one's trafficking me. I'm doing this willingly.
Well, if you're looking,
that's the excuse that some of them make. It's not fair that we can use this. Like, we could be goofy and all that kind of shit, and then Eliza just comes up and just like, this is serious.
Hiya, Fiza.
Hi, Ben.
You got any extra shots?
Sure, Ben.
Sleeves up.
I'm a Pfizer girl in a COVID world. I'm the classic, mRNA-tastic, 95%. There's no argument. Got no contagion with my vaccination.
Come on, Pfizer, let's go party.
With a mask on.
Come on, Pfizer, let's go travel.
Only if essential. Oh, we're having so much fun.
We'll have to do this again for my second shot.
Oh, I love you, Ben.
God, just beautiful. Beautiful shit.
Absolutely fantastic.
Dan wants Pizza says petition to have Eliza replace Siraj permanently. Petition.
Thank you. I'll also be starting a GoFundMe for no reason.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Go for it.
So if you use the code Boomer Friday at HabibiBros.us, that's Boomer Friday, capital B
At
capital
checkout.
F, Boomer Friday. At checkout, you get 25% off. It starts this Friday. Boomer Friday. It's specifically designed to be a week after Black Friday because I'm late to everything.
And we're boomers.
Right.
And it's gonna go on all the way until Christmas.
Yeah. Why is my alerts coming up on? Oh, how
So
come it's coming up?
Make sure you get my face on your mother's body. There's a porn stash of Jay. The perfect gift you can give your mom so she can remember me is that shirt on her tits.
All right. Spencer Sachs says R Sudge 0614 over on Rumble. That's where I imagine saying on Rumble. Siraj only pays attention to us when it diverts from Eliza dunking on him.
I don't like particularly dunking on Siraj. When Siraj
It's just too
and I,
easy.
yeah, it is. You know,
It is.
Siraj and I have very serious moments where we're very serious friends. And then other times I just have to whip the conversation back and remind him that his camera's out of focus.
Naturally. Yeah. Anyways, Eliza, before we let you go, I want to quickly touch on this
Let me
just
go.
juicy. Before you let me go, okay? Because this is your show.
No,
Right.
I know you didn't want me on the whole time because you get irritated and kind of a little bit butthurt when I steal your shine.
Okay.
You know, under Sharia law, this would be haram.
Yeah, that's true.
Women can't own men like this.
It is most haram to talk back to men.
Women can't own
my
men
first-
like this.
Remember
in
remember
Sharia.
my first episode and see they want more, Siraj.
They just love dunking on
Actually,
Siraj.
let me say until I'm done with this cocktail.
You actually, Eliza, you can just carry on the show. Jay and I are gonna peace out, and I guess
remember my
it's
first.
gonna be Eliza's show now.
It should have been in the first place. Remember my first show with Habibi Bros, and you put me in a hijab and behind you.
Yes.
We didn't even really know each other like that.
Yeah.
No, because when I had the time to prepare for a lot of the Patreon episodes, I would change my background to match whatever we're doing and whatever we're talking about. So I put you in a burqa. I put you in a burqa, not just a hijab. I put you in a burqa.
Okay.
Because that's what Muslim men do to women. They make sure they're in burqas. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, alhamdulillah.
Shout out to Royal Star Fox on Twitch, who's given out 5 community subs and 1,000 bits. Holy shit. Appreciate you, Royal Star Fox. I'm now out of focus. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Juicy Smollett. He is currently on trial for lying to
Can I
police.
tell you what happened? So I was in Chicago. Siraj, listen, this is pertinent to the story.
Okay.
I was in Chicago when that incident happened. My ex-boyfriend may or may not imbibe in the devil's lettuce. So we tried to step outside. So we were also hitting a bar. He tried to step outside to hit the devil's lettuce that night. He's from Compton. It's legal there. He smoked all his life. The dude could not even smoke a J. It was so cold. That's how I want to tell you. It was so cold. I don't think people fully realize. During that polar vortex, it was so freaking cold in Chicago. We were a block away from where the incident happened. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Oh,
so
shit.
Just the idea that someone would assault another person, saying this is MAGA country in the middle of a polar vortex in Chicago, with it being that cold, just seemed implausible from the get-go. Is that true?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was so cold. I don't think people fully understand. I mean, there were times where it was like -50 wind chill, -40. It was not a standard. So like, okay, in Chicago, like gang activity and violence happens all the time. There's also certain spots, generally speaking, this is like probably before the last year, where it kind of stuck to at certain times of year. And like, you could kind of catch a flow for where the violence was going to happen and when it was going to happen. That would have been so unbelievably out of character. Like, and then just the time of year, like, yes, criminals still do criminal activity that time of year, but I mean, they're not just out walking around looking for, but even the thought that Jussie Smollett would have gone to walk to Subway at that hour in that weather was unbelievable.
Yeah,
well,
the fact
he
that
needed.
you see Smollett and he is going to fucking Subway.
He needed that Subway sandwich.
He needed that
for
footlong.
fuck's sake, Subway
was the
sandwich.
temp that day?
He did need that foot long, but god damn it! I mean, honestly, if I
$5.
saw it, I make it a habit to make sure to punch anyone in the face that goes to
Also,
Subway.
remember the wind. The wind in Chicago whipping off the lake
Fucking
is very
sucks.
cold. It's very cold that time of year.
None of it made any sense. And then also the open testimonies about it was, they were invited into the car and he instructed them to beat him while they were in the car.
Wait,
beat him
hold
off.
on. Hold on. Well, no, Jay, hold on 1 second. Maybe we're getting our wires crossed here. Did he instruct him to beat him or to beat him off?
That's what I'm saying. He went in to beat him off. Beat him.
Oh, this is so fucking dumb.
You guys are just annoying. Like, I love you to death. I love you both to death, but you're just both annoying.
They beat him.
We're gonna make everything sexual and gross. Look at Aslick couldn't even keep his face straight. He said,
"We don't make everything sexual. The only time we do that is when Siraj and I are 69. Look, this whole thing is a virtual 69ing of me and Siraj. That's the integrity we have in this."
Siraj was literally, let me tell you how gross everything is. Siraj was literally doing a countdown of before I was going to reach 69,000 followers on Twitter, literally a full countdown. He was watching like a hawk. That's how gross. Yes, I regret my life choices every single day. But you know what? Actually, truthfully, I love these two. You boys understand me.
Mm-hmm. It's true. I think you put it best. We were the only people who didn't treat you like a survivor, and
I didn't say only, but yes, I noted that
I specifically remember you saying only.
Maybe
you could say we were your only fans.
Oh shit.
All right, so Paul Sapuz, I don't even know how to say it. Let's just say Paul tweets out witness in Juicy Smollett trial. I'm just going. I don't know if it's Jussie or Juicy. Juicy smells. Sounds bad.
Juicy ass Smollett.
Juicy Smollett trial just testified Smollett took his attackers on the dry run before staging the attack. Smollett told them to put a rope around his neck to make it look like a lynching, like a hate crime.
And did you see the rope do it?
It was just and he had like a little bitty cut right here. He was took a picture of it to send it on Instagram and shit. And it's amazing. This is like one of the worst hoax you could ever see happen in real life that makes a mockery over shit that, like, when these things actually happen, people doubt them. They really do, because time after time you have people like Jussie Smollett, and he's the biggest name you could see somebody doing this, who just completely made it a hoax. And he made a mockery of other people who have gone through this for real.
But before then, he had also tried to send himself like a letter to the studio. Remember that little situation?
Oh, yeah.
He had tried this before. It didn't catch on. I think that this actually could open up a broader conversation. Is we have to stop, and I might even say this at my own peril, stop applauding victim mentality, stop rewarding victim mentality. There was a reason he felt that he could be incentivized to do this behavior. There was a reason, either politically or whatever motivated, that he felt like he would have been applauded and rewarded for this situation. And the truth is, if it would have gone off, obviously, whoever set up this plot was a total idiot with no idea about anything. Yeah, definitely.
Smollett, yeah.
But I think it speaks to a broader question. Like, if someone is struggling for this much
Attention.
validation from the public
Yeah.
sphere, and from
which hasn't been seen since me.
What?
Someone hasn't been this desperate for validation since me.
Oh, you're the worst.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
I know getting over the rejection of your father feeling proud of you, it takes a toll on you. And honestly, it's something that you go on throughout your whole life trying to overcome.
It's motivation.
So he tries to get this the proudness out of other people. Like, oh, I'm proud to follow Siraj on Twitter. Oh, I'm proud to watch it. But let's be real. I think they all think exactly like his dad and exactly like my dad. You're not a doctor, Siraj. That's the first thing that they say. It's not Dr. Siraj.
I'm grateful that neither of you two are doctors. You guys would be doing weird stuff while people are passing. You guys would be I'd be tweeting out articles about you like, oh, disgusting doctor did weird stuff.
I honestly took a year. I'm not even joking. I took a year of med school in Abu Dhabi, and I only focused on the anal anatomy. That was the only thing I did. That's why I'm really good at it, because I know the ins and outs of a butthole.
But mostly ends.
Oh, all in.
And then out again. And then back in.
Sometimes.
And then out again.
It's exactly how it is.
I did not throw up on Habibi Power Hour.
But
Jay,
more to Eliza's point, it's honestly, this is like the last stage of where people are going to feel as validated as possible because of this victim mentality that a lot of people are going through, be it through universities. A lot of people on the left, the rhetoric you hear about, the more victimized you are, the more moral authority you have or justification you have, or the more people need to praise you as a victim.
I think what's difficult is when you have this type of hoax, like Jay was saying, it makes those credible accusations not get the attention that they deserve. And that is really sad, because there is still racism, there is still bigotry, there is still all these things, homophobia. There's all those things still exist.
Right.
But what I wish is that, well, probably the wrong people to be talking to about this, but what I wish is that the only time that people called that out was when it was valid, so we could all call it out together. So we could, as a society, say, no, that is wrong. Just as we do with the pedo shit or whatever else we got, whatever else we can say, we can look at it and say, you know what? No, that's wrong. We're not going to do that. And I think it muddies the waters. And I don't like it in the survivor space. I don't like it with racial stuff. I don't like it with LGBTQ+. I don't like it, period. Survivor space, the same. False accusations happen. We start muddying the waters between sexual harassment and sexual assault and all types of other situations that it's like, dang. Then when a survivor steps forward, people start questioning their credibility. What's their past history? Did they sleep with this person? Did they sleep with that person? We actually saw it in the Loudoun County case, where the two minor survivors in Loudoun County that were covered up by the school system. Where the young individual in the skirt and blouse went into the female's bathroom and sexually assaulted the minor, because that minor had previously had consensual sex in the bathroom. Their credibility was taken into account. And I think that we start to question these things at a deeper rate, and it really ruins, it muddies the waters too much. Yeah. Jussie Smollett was the biggest hoax. And you know what else is actually disgusting? Let me say something else too. Just as somebody, because I lived in Chicago for a lot of years. The other thing too is that the Chicago Police Department is already worn thin, in general, with the just horrific violence and everything that happens there. To waste the time and man hours that they spent on the Jussie Smollett case and the money that they spent on the Jussie Smollett case, because this is a high-profile celebrity getting a racial hate crime possibly noosed in their city. They spent countless hours and man hours when they could have been investigating other crimes like sexual assault, robbery, murder, gun violence.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at
and it's
what, Jay?
No, I was just going to say, and you had a lot of big names in the media pushing it as well, like Don Lemon. And the problem is like
you
it's
had
totally
a
fine.
presidential candidate and current vice president, but Kamala Harris basically take a stand and backing Juicy Smollett, basically saying this is not who we are. And then as soon as evidence started trickling out that he faked it, she wouldn't waver on that position. In fact, she basically skirted every single question in follow-up about Juicy Smollett.
Right. And it's very, very disgusting on their part, and it shows their characters themselves for not coming out and saying that they were wrong to jump the gun. I mean, and in terms of like, Don Lemon's case, apparently he was a friend of Josie Smollett. So, I mean, you can get where he's coming from when it comes to stuff like that. That's totally fine. You can forgive that. But he never mentioned it again when it came out that this is what it is. And he's like, oh, he's my friend. I don't want to say anything. Then why the fuck did you say anything in the first place?
A little bit.
You're not going to say anything now. I mean, if Siraj done that, something like that, I would be on here right now saying, Siraj, this is why. This is why, Siraj. This right here. This is why.
Like that, I would be inclined to stand up for my friend. So if Siraj said something happened, I would be inclined to stand up for him. But when you're a public figure, standing up for another public figure, it's best to wait for all the facts. We know that. To speak about anything. I mean, period.
Yes.
Even I wait. If I think if I'm not 100% sure on something, I literally wait until a lot more facts came.
Sorry, Laz, you said it.
It was on purpose. I don't. Anyway,
no.
So I just think whatever. None of these people have credibility. They're all lizard satanic pedophiles. Why are we even talking about them? Literally,
I would love to welcome Alex Jones onto Habibi Power Hour.
No, but for real, like, why are we talking about pig, cop, bacon, Kamala Harris?
That's exactly what she is. And she's fake as shit. Like every time she opens her mouth, she is so fucking fake. She needs to take the dick out of her mouth that got her where she is first before she actually speaks for us to understand exactly what she's saying and where she's come from. She is the most fake piece of shit I have seen in a long while. In a very long while. Every time she speaks, it's like nails on a fucking chalkboard. It is the worst accent, the worst fucking tone of voice, the worst fucking absolutely everything I've ever seen in my life. And
Jay.
I'm sorry.
Jay.
All right. Yeah,
I'll bring Kamala Harris. Do you think Kamala Harris would be more tolerable because she's half Indian if she did Baijan accent? If she come in, she say, "I want to tell you, we are going to take those kids from border and we're going to throw them in cage."
That laugh is
that laugh right there. Oh my god. And also, I doubt she'll be able to do it. I would bet her $10,000 she cannot do a Baijan accent.
Do you think she's this way because her mother, who's Indian, was very disappointed in her? She'd never become doctor.
No.
Well, there's one thing I do want to say, though. When it comes to Indian and Pakistan, Indian food is far superior. You don't talk about Pakistani food. Yeah, you don't really talk about Pakistani food that much.
The fuck off my show.
What is Siraj? Oh, you kicked him off?
You do talk a lot about Indian food, like curry food, naan bread, dal. A lot of that is like originally Indian. Pakistani, they do have dal, they do have curries, they do have all that kind of stuff. But you're not like, let's go eat Pakistani cuisine. You don't say that. You say, let's go eat Indian cuisine. Oh, damn. Look at you go. But the thing that they don't understand is that Paki ass is better than Indian ass.
And no, Jay, where do you think that comes from? Jay, where do you think that comes from?
It comes from because Pakistanis... No. It comes because Pakistanis pray to Allah. They eat the same curries, but Pakistan, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Goes straight in and out through their asshole.
Okay, we're gonna move on here, and Eliza, you want to stick around? You can. I mean, you've been here for basically almost the whole hour. You might as well just stick around.
I mean, it's up to you, Siraj. I love talking to you guys.
Okay, all right. So we talked about you touched on about
Wait,
how
Siraj,
just
you guys are my friends.
Jussie Smollett was friends with Don Lemon, and that really isn't touched upon as much. But there is an incestuous relationship between members of the press and the ruling class. And that has been exhibited here because it literally was as incestuous as you could possibly get it between the Cuomo brothers, and the sexual harassment and misconduct allegations that followed former Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York have now circled around to Chris Cuomo, the now suspended anchor of Cuomo Primetime on CNN. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that Chris wasn't all that forthcoming about his role in helping his brother try to, fight back against these sexual harassment allegations. I think there was one part in which he was digging up intel and actually trying to intimidate sources. Am I getting that right? What's the full scoop on that?
I know we joke around a lot, but I do want to take a moment, just a real brief moment, to be really serious. Time and time again, we see survivors of sexual assault, sexual harassment, especially in the public sphere, be just dragged through the mud. And this Cuomo case is a very perfect example. You had Time's Up, a Me Too era sexual harassment, one of the most popular Me Too organizations in the world, Time's Up, come out and work with Cuomo to smear the victims. You had the president, and this isn't like low level interns coming out to smear.
Yeah, these are basically the executive members.
These are CEOs and members of the board. This isn't like a low level intern. This is CEO.
Psycho shit.
The CEO of Human Rights Campaign was working with Cuomo to smear the survivors. His brother, corporate press, working with the abuser to smear survivors. The list goes on and on. It's hard enough, and I'm not trying to, I don't want to make it too serious on the show or whatever, but I mean, I don't think, for folks that haven't been through it, I don't fully think folks fully understand. It's hard enough being a survivor. That sucks, right? Like the actual act of being a survivor of sexual assault, sexual harassment sucks. Touching, unwanted, the whole thing is just horrible. It's simply horrible. It's like the worst experience ever. But then to have to come out and tell someone, not only that, to be a public figure and to tell someone, not only that, to be a public figure, to have the incident be a public figure, tell someone, and then speak out against another public figure who's in the height of his career, by the way. Cuomo was making posters of how well he did during COVID. Remember that nonsense? Like his little poster of success. Remember?
Right. Yeah. The boyfriend clip.
So this is an individual who folks were rumbling about maybe running for president. I mean, to speak out and then to have the corporate press, Human Rights Campaign, Time's Up, and other political figures and everybody else working against you. And these survivors just kind of like stayed the course. And I'm very close with a lot of survivors behind the scenes. This is not a secret. I'm very, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not private about them. I don't think folks fully realize how difficult that is. I remember a point in the Cuomo situation where I had reached out to one of the survivors, which I do frequently, whom I talk to anyways. We're already talking better than I talk to Siraj, because Siraj is rarely awake and
barely paying attention.
Right. But I had reached out to one of the survivors and I was like, look, if you need to disappear and go somewhere where you're not found for a while, we can do that, because it gets so hot. I don't think folks fully realize, like, that's one thing that I always want to say about the Epstein survivors too, is like, I don't think folks realize these survivors are like waitresses. They're like therapists. They're not rich out here. They're not balling. They don't have private security. They're out here speaking against the most powerful elite individuals of the world. Cuomo is of the top tier elite individual of the world. Epstein, Bill Gates, as we know, all these individuals are top tier elites of the world. Like, we will never fully understand what that is like. So these survivors are literally like regular people.
Right.
So what on earth are you doing that's more important than
They're
this?
all regular everyday people, and for them,
You want to know what I'm doing?
Yes.
Oh, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing.
It's gonna be stupid. Habibi, you look so cute in that picture. Scroll back up. Gross. Do you think Trump
This
would
is what I was doing. I was listing this.
Oh. Habibi. That's why I love Habibi. He's against pedos.
Yes.
That's actually how we became friends.
Right?
Well,
What the fuck?
Siraj, I think that's actually how we became friends.
That he's against pedos in that forum.
Yeah. No, that's actually how we became friends. No, that's actually how we became friends. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, yes. I mean, to be against pedos is like the most lowest tier thing that you have to be for us to be friends. Like, if you're not against pedos. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's like, yeah, that's how we come, because he's against pedos. It's like, okay, thank God, no shit.
It's like literally, it's not like there was nothing about me that Eliza found interesting. It was literally, oh, he doesn't like pedos. Oh,
And this is what you found that doesn't like pedos.
I think this is really hit it off.
You can find.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed that that is.
No, that is.
It's like it's the lowest baseline criteria of anything ever to actually hang out with a person. Next time I'm gonna make a new friend, I'm just gonna be like, "Are you against pedos?" I need to make sure. Are you against pedos?
Oh God.
I'm gonna put that in my profile right now.
Anti-pedo.
Your mom face.
I have to add
pedo.
Yeah, I have to add that to my Twitter bio now. Because,
don't put pro pedo, please. Whatever you do, nobody put pro pedo on their fucking thing.
Oh,
can't do pro pedo.
Oh shit.
Daniel C says, can we acknowledge what a badass of Liza is? I don't think any of us can understand how it must feel to constantly discuss an issue related to your own trauma, but who does it to help others anyway. Heart emoji. Very nice, Danielle. Very nice. All right, back to Chris Cuomo.
Means a lot because, and actually, I love the Habibis. I love the female Habibis. Habibis. How do you say it?
Habibtis. Habibti.
Habibtis.
Habibtis. Tees is also ass in Arabic. I'm not even joking.
Like,
I love those tees.
Frostbite brings up a good point. He says, Siraj, if you just put anti-pedo, it looks like you're trying to cover for yourself.
No.
All right, I guess we're gonna leave that off.
Oh shit.
I think simply by being friends with me, it's pretty much a surefire that you're anti-pedo.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So my favorite thing about my Twitter, because I attract a lot of like badass like libertarians, ANCAPs, pirate Viking looking. So like I look all glossy on the outside, like I have like people like ass licking around, So like I look all glossy and shiny on the outside. I almost look like a corporate. Like if you go like to today, I look like kind of corporate. But the second somebody talks smack, I'll of course quote tweet it. Not too much. I actually dodged one today because I didn't just like the energy. I was like, I don't want to give them any shine. But like the second somebody talks anything crazy to me, I'll quote tweet it and I'll literally see like 100 pirate like pirate dudes with like long beards, like probably live in the woods, like Ted Kaczynski looking like MFers, like with like pirate emojis in their name, like just getting in their ass, calling them a pedo, male or female.
I mean, if that resonates with anyone about getting
Siraj has never stood up for me, not once.
What?
You did one time, remember?
Yeah, you said never before, and then you're like, oh, but he did it once.
Oh, but there was that one time.
I stood up for you multiple times, Siraj.
You joined in.
What?
You joined in the pile-on. What are you talking? I joined in the pile-on.
The instigator.
Every time somebody comes at Siraj, I'm right behind him, encouraging that shit.
It's pretty good, honestly.
It is. I mean, he gets dragged. I'm like, yes, queen, or yes, king. Drag his ass. Go for it. Show him what is it.
No, my favorite was the second he posted that traffic king tweet.
Oh yeah.
Literally,
oh my God.
all the Habibis were all underneath there, like, Eliza Blue, get him queen. Eliza Blue, get him queen. Drag him queen. I said, don't you worry.
Oh my God.
I'm starting to rethink this one now because we literally just talked about the Ghislaine Maxwell thing. I'm like, did I just misfire and put this guy on the list and he didn't need to actually be on the list?
I don't think he needs to be on the list. Why would you put something like that on the list?
I just don't think that's yeah, he doesn't maybe need to be on the list, but
I don't think so either. Because the thing is like you can say the same thing. Like, do you think Bill Gates will sleep with a 14-year-old and get away with it? Do you think?
Why
would you put it?
Like, who even thinks that? And like, who says that? And who tweets that? Like, there's.
It's just like this guy John Cooper. He's like known for this type of.
He's so against like Trump and all that kind of stuff. He is known for that stuff.
CBS.
But like that's yeah, exactly. That's weird. Like, this is like a weird thing to say. Like,
it's a weird tweet for sure.
And it's a weird conversation to even start. Like, why are we even talking about that? I don't know. I'm weirder about Twitter. You guys are more. I don't know. I
don't think something like that is worth the list because it's like it is like an outrageous.
I mean, like, he has a very high standard to meet, so it probably won't make the top 10. But like, I haven't listened to him.
But he's trying to get his base. Like, he's trying to get likes. That's what he's trying to do. That's why it's cringe. He's trying to get likes off the.
It is cringe, for sure.
But he's trying to catch a moment. Like, he's trying to get likes off of possibly a 14-year-old being sexually assaulted by Trump. That's gross to me.
I know.
No,
and I'm not even like a Trump stan. I'm just saying.
But like, it's one of those things where like, now in retrospect, thinking about this whole thing with Ghislaine Maxwell and obviously Donald Trump being on
flight lists and stuff.
Being on the flight list or flight logs. And I'm like, well, maybe he brings up a good point. I don't know.
Well, the thing is like nothing's off the when it comes to this type of shit. To me, nothing's off the table when it comes to this type of shit. Honestly, it doesn't.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, everybody's innocent until proven guilty for sure.
That's true. And
you know these people.
We have to. Yeah, you're right, Jay. We have to.
We stay the course because they need to be investigated. When it comes, when they have a lot of this type of evidence come up, they need to be investigated for sure.
And yes, Jay, we have to be consistent on this because as soon as we break away from this, look, let's just talk about. I mean, we just had the Kyle Rittenhouse trial happen. Basically, everybody thought he was guilty and that he had to prove his innocence. No,
right?
Innocence. The evidence wasn't there to support that he actually went out of his way to kill these people.
We have
even
to prove
if he was acquitted, people were talking about, oh, well, he had no right to be there. Well, what gives the people who are setting fire to Kenosha any more of a right to be there than Kyle Rittenhouse?
When people say that type of shit,
that's more of a right to be there because he actually had family there and he worked there.
Exactly. And when people say shit like that, like David French and those other people, like, I don't mean to hijack this into a Kyle Rittenhouse thing, Those people
Well,
are
Jay,
fucking
I mean,
cowards.
you are. We
This is
do
the
have
United.
a.
This is still the United
Jay,
States of
we have
fucking
a
America.
genetic.
Everyone
Jay,
has
we
a
have a
business to be
genetic
wherever the fuck
predisposition.
they want to
We
be,
have a
whenever they
genetic
want to be. They can be
predisposition to
armed
high
whenever
sex.
they want to be, and they can defend the shit out of themselves when they need to be. That's what this world is about. That's what America stands for. And when David French, who is a piece of fucking shit, in my opinion, because he's a coward, he stands on no principle. Him and bitch tit Tom Nichols, they do not. They do
I
not.
believe it's
And
Tom
when they come
Nicole.
out against Kyle Rittenhouse the way that they do, it's absolute garbage. It really, really is. Because he had every business to be there. He had every. If I don't live in Riverside. I don't live in Riverside, but if there's some shit going down in Riverside where I do have family that live there, I'm going down there. I will protect my businesses. I will protect my family's businesses. I will protect my friends' businesses. I'll do whatever it takes. And these other people can suck my dick. This is the United States. This is still fucking America. He had every business to be wherever the fuck he wanted to be.
Hey.
Jay, is that offer on the table? Suck your dick still there?
Dude, when I come to Florida, holy shit.
Oh shit!
Where are you
So
going, Jay? Maybe I'll meet you over there.
Let's do it.
and we're gonna lock Eliza out. It's just me and Jay.
You ain't locked me out of
you could film it.
Yeah.
No, you
All
ain't locked me.
right. Remember the rooftop
I-
Koreans
like
during
Pablo.
the 92 LA riots? Last year we had the storefront Sikhs. It's time that we normalize open carry and legal gun ownership for people of color. And I'm sick of seeing people being like, oh, if Kyle Rittenhouse had been black, then he would have ended up dead. Well, on the same day as Kyle Rittenhouse's verdict, guess who else was found not guilty of attempted murder of a police officer? Andrew Coffey, who was a black man who, while a convicted felon, and it's probably going to be locked up for being in possession of a firearm, he was acquitted of attempted murders.
Right, and
So,
he shot at police.
He shot at police officers. Yes,
police, and he got the same self-defense acquittal. I mean, that's the thing. That's why I love this country. It's so great because you can, if a police.
Jay, remember, and the weekend after the Rittenhouse verdict, there were protesters marching in some city, and there was a father and daughter were there.
What's this, Siraj?
I'm trying to illustrate
Father,
that they were
daughter.
open carrying. They're open carrying AR-15.
That's how Siraj
And they
holds
were
his
both-
guns.
Yeah, that's how I hold my gun. And also that's how I give my balls to my wife to put in her purse.
Bro,
They're actually
Siraj.
not that balls.
Siraj, I was about to be like Siraj. You just go, here you go, Im.
Here you go, honey.
Here you go.
No. So, Jay, what I was trying to say was that there were two people, a father and daughter, both black.
That was
both
actually
open
I love
carrying.
those pictures, by the way, Siraj.
What?
I love those pictures. I love that that scene. I know what you're talking about. It was
The father and daughter, yeah.
And they were protecting the protesters of people who were outraged by the Rittenhouse verdict.
Siraj, if you and Jay are not on to Maj Touré yet from Black Guns Matter, I think you'd really like what his movement is doing. It's called Black Guns Matter. Maj Touré on Twitter. He's a Black 2A advocate. He has actually traveled around to inner cities all around the United States, teaching, harm reduction, conflict resolution, gun safety, and getting folks actually registered and licensed legally in the hood.
No, that's perfect. I would love to have him on. Absolutely.
He meets people where they're at and teaches them proper gun ownership. It teaches them safety. He does classes for free. A lot of times he does a GoFundMe. Now he's opening up. He has a lot of stuff going, but he's really, and you guys would love him just on some based energy. He's got BDE, he's out here, but it's called Black Guns Matter and Maj Touré. I think you would really like that energy because that's exactly what he's trying to do is say, he said that, that gun, now I'm messing it up, but gun regulations are, are racist, basically, that they hurt those more marginalized populations. He has a really powerful message. And if any folks out there are wondering, he also spoke at Freedom Fest, and we both make the same kind of rounds, I guess.
Right.
Pretty cool.
No,
dude.
I'd love to have him on.
No,
And my
definitely
favorite
love to
thing
have him on.
about that kind of stuff is that it's mainly like white liberals who are saying like, oh, this is going to scare conservatives or scare right wingers and scare all these people if you see black people with a gun. And the most tweeted tweet of that woman,
I'm a registered libertarian. I'm a registered libertarian. I'm a survivor of human trafficking. I'm strapped. Why am I strapped? Because I'm a survivor, and I'm not going to gamble with that again. Or being sexually assaulted, domestic violence, human trafficking. Now, that was what was right for me as a survivor many years after abuse. But given the current state of the world, and given the fact that I have the right to bear arms, I choose to bear arms. It's very important to me.
It is, and it's right. It's what is going to protect you. It's what protects people of color. It's what protects everybody. It really is.
Dallas.
So yes, we'll definitely get that on. Damon Toll comes in here. Says I like that Siraj gets 7 seconds time to talk maximum before Eliza cuts him off. Keep that lid in line.
Come on.
You have to. You absolutely have to. You do. But I mean, the one thing.
Thank you,
Habibi. No, we should reach out to him for sure.
You should. You guys would love him. His message. He's got a really cool energy, and he does a lot of different things. But he's really good. He's really good. I aspire to be as good of a speaker about liberty as he is. He's good.
Speaking of Twitter, Jack Dorsey resigned as CEO this week.
Alhamdulillah.
He has been replaced by the I guess an acting Twitter CEO, Siraj Hashmi.
No, he got fired.
Yeah, he got fired.
Baby, I wanted you to have a new job.
No, they fired him because he was anti-pedo.
Baby, facts.
Actually,
facts.
Baby, I was hoping you were going to get the upgrade.
That's okay. But, usually they hire someone who already has a job. So what are you going to do?
Actually, you know what? If you were CEO, you couldn't do. The people have spoken.
What?
Can we please have Eliza on full-time? ? Fire Spencer and Ben. I actually couldn't do the job of Spencer and Ben. What is those?
That is apparently Councilman Blake By.
We wanted to bring this up because there are some issues with Blake By and him being a councilman. And this right here is for us to make sure we can call for his resignation.
What do you mean? Why is that? He's a cheerleader.
That's why he needs to resign.
Yes. And in addition to that, we share it here because if we shared it on Twitter, we would get banned.
Why?
Because we can't share privatized.
Yeah.
Oh, is it vagina?
You can't share images.
Vagina? Is it a vagina?
I'm serious.
Wow.
That is absolutely right. Blake By verified vagina.
Whatever. You guys are so gross.
It's so gross. You went so far into your screen trying to see a vagina.
No, because I couldn't figure out what the big deal was.
No, it's because when they
on Twitter
that
so
tweet
weird.
They are very weird, but the Twitter safety came out saying that you can't post private photos anymore of private people. So they're saying that like something like this might be a private photo.
No,
it wouldn't be because like you were saying, it would be considered porn because Blake By is a vagina.
Yo, somebody look at Twitter besides me because Marty posted. I can't even retweet it.
Oh, I shared it on the Jihad DMs. Siraj, go and look at it.
Yeah. No, so actually with the new Twitter rules, it's not that you couldn't. So if it's somebody that's already a public figure, or if it's public content, you can share it.
Right. Like if it's a TikTok post or if it's something like that, you can still share it. It's totally fine. It's more like, but even then, it's kind of. I mean, I like to take pictures of Siraj when he's not watching, like when he's walking into the bathroom, when he's, those type of things. But I can't post those anymore.
BB.
Shit. Absolutely fantastic. I love the Habibis. Habibis are great.
I love the
Habibis are fantastic.
Habibis, I really do, and I love Ben. I love Ben so much.
Even though he's fired.
Absolutely. Spencer's fired. Ben is fired. They're all
Why
gone.
are you guys always firing them?
Because it looks like
it's because the reason why is because they deserve it. They need to know their place.
Siraj is so upset right now because he always has a plan. He's like fake OCD, and he always has a plan of how he wants every show to go, and it did not go that way. And he knew by inviting him on it wouldn't go that way. And then he was fake mad, like, "Oh, we didn't."
Not at all. That's not it whatsoever. The guy, Siraj is not OCD when it comes to his shows. Not at all.
He's fake.
Maybe fake OCD, but real ADHD.
I definitely have ADHD. OCD,
right?
A bit of a stretch, but you're not wrong about how I want to get the show back on track because of all the topics you're trying to discuss.
Right, and I still want to talk about Chris Cuomo. Like, I want to talk about how he was shown. I mean, we already knew that he was doing what he was doing, using his sources to go after.
Wait, hold on. Did Blake just incriminate himself? Siraj
I know, right?
Tell us I grabbed more ass than they did when I was in college. Disqualifying, resign in disgrace, sir.
Please do. Now we know where to go to find the sexual harassment claim against Blake Pye. Thank you.
That's the evidence. FBI, get in here.
We didn't even have to do anything. We didn't have to do nothing. He
did it himself.
He
did it himself.
That's over.
Yeah.
But
done.
To go back to Chris Cuomo, the thing about this that is absolutely fucking just so horrible is Chris Cuomo portrays himself as a journalist, as an anchor, as a media personality. And then you had supposedly the top media personalities from Washington Post, from CNN, from New York Times, from all of these different outlets that did not report on this until the 11th hour, until everything came out, until we saw these emails, until we saw what was going on. You didn't hear any of these people make a peep over any of this shit. They were worried about the tie Tucker Carlson was wearing the other night or some shit. Like this, when this was happening right under their nose and they did absolutely jack shit about it, then you cannot trust anything that they have to say. You cannot trust CNN whatsoever anymore.
But in a way though, because I've been awake a lot longer than you two boomers. And then you two boomers woke up, Siraj most recently. Why is Biden getting a booster?
Oh wow, she's still thinking about that combo.
No, you are 1-2 punch. You were a 1-2 punch red pill with Afghanistan, then booster on fake set. For some reason, those were the two moments. But that's okay, Siraj. Different people wake up at different times. Why is Biden getting a booster? Is it a flu shot? No, Siraj, because it's fuckery that'll never end. Anyway, long story short is I've been awake a lot longer than you guys, but you have to remember that there are still folks out there that need to be woken up. So every single one of these horrific, desperate, tragic failures that the corporate press and the United States government have, it wakes more people up to, you know what? I'm not really going to rock with the corporate press anymore. I'm going to look for alternative options. And the same thing's going to happen with Twitter, Facebook, with our big tech social media platforms, our legacy social media platforms. You're going to see more and more folks moving over to your free speech content creator platforms, blockchain. You're going to see it will end up good. We're just going through our ugly phase right now. We are going through spring cleaning of all the shenanigans, not the good kind.
Our adolescence, if you will, puberty.
We're going through all our shenanigans. Maybe for you, Siraj.
I know. Seriously.
What? So I think you have to remember there are still people that are in the process of waking up, and every time one of these disgusting displays, and also it's fun to talk about. We all know what it is.
I woke my mom up. I woke my mom up when she was here in the United States when COVID first happened. It was when COVID first started. Essentially.
Literally. I'm out.
You're out. God damn it. I'm like the only guy with balls
Javi
here.
says, you know, I
I'm
have
not
to
at
say
home. I'm at my office. It's not like the type of place where you usually have cocktails.
True. It's true.
Right.
Habibi says, you know, I have to say, I'm sure Siraj's wife has been raising these issues and red flags about government for years, but does that mean he just ignored her? God, he just hit it right on the head.
He's an idiot, and he was a blue-pilled leftist, a hardcore blue-pilled leftist that was raised that way, and it took a lot to wake Siraj up, but I think he got it on his own. Siraj has something that the average idiot doesn't have, which is humor and the ability to see humor on both sides.
Well, and me.
You're new. I'm new in this.
No, it's me. It's definitely me.
Here, I wanna highlight one particular thing because I just want to remind the Habibis. As much as some of the Habibis love Tucker Carlson, I know there's some Habibis who
show him dancing at the club, Siraj.
Do I have that?
Yeah. No, show it. Poso retweeted it yesterday.
What
the hell?
I know that Khaled.
No, I love this right here. How
faking the entry back into society.
Exactly. And the thing is that nobody makes a joke out of themselves better than people like Brian Stelter, Chris Kioma, and other people within the corporate media.
Hey! Turn on the music. No. Turn on the music. Turn it up. Like play it all the way. Can you?
He's got to share the music.
Why does ass like it already feeling the flow? Hey, wait, we can't see the video.
Here it comes.
He moved like Siraj. He moved better than Siraj.
You just haven't gotten me in a state yet. A state in which it's a boy dance party.
When all of us go out, it's going to be a whole hot mess.
Yeah. Would be. It would be absolutely fantastic. It's amazing because the funny thing is
hold on. We gotta see if.
Siraj, wait, back up everything. You look so cute in that video, Siraj. How?
You did.
You know.
You did. And the funny thing is like I was that was just too good.
What's so funny about it is the light blue suit.
The light blue suit, and also like him skipping, like being offbeat at his people's music.
These edibles ain't shit. Siraj.
Kenan says, how many edibles before this? Not this episode, but in that dance video, I was, yes.
Yes, he was these edibles ain't shit, and then he did the dance.
Boom.
And, I think, listen, I know it's funny to make fun of Siraj, but I think it's sexy to see men just kind of like let go a little bit. So not Siraj is sexy, that's gross. But like everybody else, I think it's pretty cool to see. No.
That wasn't me.
Oh!
You know what, you guys, listen. So Tay Diggs, you know who Tay Diggs is?
Yes, he follows everyone.
Okay, I know, but he followed me the other day, and I was like...
He's followed me when I had like 0 followers, Eliza.
I'm not bragging about the fact that he followed me. I was about to brag what I did, but you're an idiot who cannot not have shine. So, will you let me have my shine?
Yes.
No, I'm good now. I'm not going to say anything. So we're mad about everything. Everybody's a satanic pedophile lizard person. And anything else?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, highlight this Tucker Carlson thing.
What I want to say about
Are you just getting
like Chris Kielma?
Jay?
No, I'm not. But what I want to say about Chris Kielma is that other people in the media do this willingly for non-family members. They do. They cover for them. And the thing is like before you like, oh, you need proof. Oh, blah, blah, blah. All this kind of shit. You know what? Suck my dick. Because these are the same kind of people who come out and say that Kyle Rittenhouse was like a white supremacist. Kyle Rittenhouse went and killed black people. They come up and lie daily with no pushback whatsoever. But this is absolutely true. We know that from the Podesta emails that Assange over at WikiLeaks posted as well. We know that there are journalists out there. Julian Assange, yes, are prominent. That are prominent media members that either hide, that either use their spin, that cover for them, that do all of these things, and then they come out and you have Brian Stelter like, why do people mistrust the media? Because we know that you guys are full of shit. Every one of them are full of shit. Every one of them. You even have the same thing that happened with Chris Kielma with those emails and those messages that came out. Katie Tur.
Because Jay called him that once, not knowing how to pronounce his name. And we just kind of stuck with it.
Well, that's what it is. His name is Chris Kielma. And then we had implications of Katie Tur as well. And it's not just 1 or 2 people. It is every one of these motherfuckers who are anchor people, who are news anchors, all this. And it doesn't only happen there. It also happens in Fox. You can't say it doesn't. All of these people are absolutely full of shit. All of them. And we need to burn the whole industry to ash. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. All right. Mary, thank you, Mary. Marilyn that says, woke that boy up for school for years, and he wakes me up one time and he can't stop talking about it.
First of all, the reason I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning because of my brown side, not my white side. My brother wakes up at 12 p.m. every morning because of my mom's side, not my side.
Wait, we're brothers, Jay?
About?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about my other. You and I have always been brothers. You're more of a brother to me than anyone else.
Okay, I wanted to highlight the Tucker Carlson segment real quick, just because his tweet says Chris Kielma may be an idiot, but he understands that his obligation is to the people he's related to. When they need your help, you help them. Okay. Now, I've actually seen this take quite a bit, not just from Tucker, but I've seen it from other people. But this, is one of the more high-profile people to say this. So we're going to highlight his comment on it. And that is, there are a lot of people who are willing to do unethical shit for their family members. And I'm trying to figure out, like, all right, where do you exactly draw the line here? Because obviously, if your family members did some wrong shit, if they did some illegal, unethical, morally bankrupt shit, where do you draw the line in trying to right their wrongs? Like, do you cross the line? Do you cross that Rubicon? Do you start doing illegal shit too? Do you start doing the unethical shit?
No,
because the way I'm hearing it, is that Tucker Carlson seems to be of that mindset that like he would be willing to do that.
No, you recuse yourself. No. So like with the Epstein case, I'm close to some of the Epstein survivors. I'm like only able to talk about certain things. I even came out and told Twitter, like, look, don't be annoying. I'm not going to be on this. This is not what I'm doing. I step back, even though human trafficking and child sexual abuse and abuse of women, sexual assault of men and women are all the things that I cover. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be on this that much. And then I said, okay, I might have to step away from Twitter because this is too close to home. It's too like serious of a subject for me. That's what you do. Like, I'm too close to this. I got to step away. Like,
right. Well, I mean, CNN had a, like, for Chris Cuomo had a no, like, his brother was barred from ever covering Andrew Cuomo. And then he had him on a bunch of times during COVID in the early part of the lockdowns.
While they were killing fucking grandma.
While they're killing grandmas and grandpas in nursing homes and adult care facilities all
But
throughout New
I
York.
also noticed something with the DNC and the cathedral as a whole. Like when they want somebody gone, they want them gone. Like they tried to start to do it to Bill Gates a little bit. They've started to do it with Fauci a little bit. When they want somebody gone, when they become more of a liability than they become a help, they start to they send in their own. Like watch how the corporate press does this. Like when the cathedral, the gated institutional narrative, so that means like the whole thing, the corporate press, the educational elites, the politicians, when they want somebody gone, they start to do their own hit pieces on the Cuomo's, on the Fauci's, and on the Bill Gates. That's how they do it. That's how they start. When they like, okay, Bill Gates is too hot out here. Like with Bill Clinton, I ratioed Bill Clinton yesterday, like not even on a pop-in tweet. I ratioed Bill Clinton yesterday because the cathedral has deemed Bill Clinton unacceptable and they're not boosting him anymore.
Right. He had spoken at a Democratic National Convention. Oh, what's this? 2016 when his wife was the Democratic nominee.
It was closer than that. No, he spoke. I think
he speak at 2020. Did he?
Google it.
I'm pretty sure he didn't speak at the 2020 DNC.
Google it. Don't be stupid. Just Google it.
I know. I have a good memory.
Oh, you're an idiot. I'm going to Google it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Siraj, can I talk to you about your relationship with Jennifer Rubin? Because
No, you can. No, you can't.
Why?
Because she's a queen.
Absolute queen.
Absolute queen.
Well, I have a bone to pick.
A boner? I mean, a bone?
What?
I have
a bone to prick. A boner to prick?
I feel left out.
Because me and Siraj have boners?
Gross.
Do you want a boner too?
No.
I mean, we're happy to,
I mean,
it's 2021.
I need new friends. Somebody look up if Bill Clinton spoke at the new thing.
It looks like he did have a limited speech of like 5 minutes, but not to the level of a keynote speech, which is what I must have mistook that for. So, okay, fine. Points to you, Eliza.
Thank you, Siraj. I don't play games with pedos.
But I'm anti-pedo.
Not you, Bill Clinton.
Oh, okay. Oof.
Habibi Bros they are.
Okay, last story. And this is relating to COVID because, of course, we were talking about how now I'm red pill based or some shit like that, or ANCAP or whatever the fuck I am supposed to be now. But
are you coming over to the flag?
No, I'm
trying to get
anyways.
Jay too, but Jay ain't going. You guys are I'm not going. No. Wait till the shit hit the fan. Y'all gonna be army crawling across borders in camo.
The only thing I'm doing, Eliza.
Like, girl, what's up with that black flag? Watch. Wait and watch. Watch Australia, and then you guys are gonna be calling me. Watch. Okay.
All right. Can I share
the black flag? Sorry, excuse me. The black flag.
From YouTube.
I fly the black flag with white letters all day, every fucking day.
Jay, and now we are all canceled because you dropped the L on a flag. My God.
That was an accident. I drank a lot. I blame you. I blame you all.
You blame a lot of things.
Look, I drank a third of this bottle all by myself. This is an actual rye.
Tell Siraj what you told me. You told me I could drink Siraj under the table.
You can. So can a fucking fly. But in all honesty, you can. And you already are.
A literal child can drink me under, like, a puppy can outdrink me. Okay.
Dude, if we all got together, I mean, we would order a bottle, and after two, Siraj would be sloshed. After two fucking glasses, Siraj would be sloshed.
This is how
100%.
This is how I approached Jay. I said, Jay, let's meet up tonight. Food and drinks on you. I said food and drinks on you. Instead of food and drinks on me, I said food and drinks on you. He said, okay.
Right. As an Arab, of course, I pay for everything. Like as a Lebanese.
Prison Mitch on something. Jay went back to Juicy Smollett quick. You know what I mean. With your little slip up right there, Jay.
What is that?
You guys are fucking.
What is it? What do you want? I don't get the joke. Whatever. I don't care. You guys are annoying.
It's okay. We'll go back to here.
Okay. The Omicron variant of coronavirus is apparently threatening to destroy us all.
It will kill us all.
Dr. Anthony Fauci has already told us that we have to brace for the worst. You have President Biden banning travelers from South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Malawi. They're now blocked from entering the United States.
We got to call this what this is. It's a black ban. It is a ban against all black people.
How racist is this president?
No.
Eliza?
Did she just text you, Siraj? Like, is that what happened?
No,
like,
I don't have text.
You know who just texted me? Actually, just texted me is Sarah.
Sarah? I don't. Do we know a Sarah? Is it with an H? Does she spell it? Sarah with an H?
Sarah is actually. I did an interview with Sarah maybe like a month.
Oh, Sarah Higdon? Or
yes.
Higdon? Is it Higdon?
Anyone that spells their name Sarah with an H is absolutely fucking insane.
I don't think she's insane at all, actually. But let me see how she spells it because I'm being stupid right now. But anyway, she was up about my hair. It's Sara. Winner.
Honestly, a winner. A fucking sane saint. That's what she is.
So she's actually pretty amazing. She is a trans female. She just completed her surgery and it's going really well. Recovery's going really, really well. So I think she's an amazing person. And yeah, I guess that's probably a lot of information that I probably shouldn't have shared on the main.
Eliza, what the fuck?
No, I think
that violates HIPAA. FBI, come gether.
It's all done.
Yay!
No H.
Hold on, Sarah. What does your last name start with?
No,
got him.
Well, honestly, no, that's absolutely fantastic. No H. That is amazing.
Sarah actually is an incredible voice. I just love her just energy, her openness, her willingness to have difficult conversations. She's not uptight. She's not shrieking. She's not screeching. She's just an awesome person. I probably shouldn't have shared so much. I should have asked about that.
Well, speaking of ask, now's our favorite segment, and that is Ask Us Anything.
Habibis.
Any of your questions, go ahead. Ask those questions away. Prison Mitch says Siraj's next thing can be Siraj Hashmi.
Siraj Hashmi. Siraj.
Actually, you know what's interesting? Every time I get a call from like an automated message, like a bot, like a the pharmacist.
It sounds like
no, they
calling you.
don't
My
pronounce
Sophia
it.
calling you.
The J is silent. My name is basically Sarai.
Sarai. Every time
Sarai.
when customer service people call me, if it's a Mexican on the other line, it's Mujahed Kobbe. And if it's I swear to God, Mujahed. They say Mujahed and Mujahed. And if it's a white person, they say Muhammad. And I don't understand how they get Muhammad from Mujahed. And also, yes, we are. We do dunk on last names.
I hate my friends. I hate everything. Why? What are we even talking about right now?
Rusty Shackelford says we are literally in our segment called Ask Us Anything.
They won't.
They are literally asking us this question.
No, they won't they won't reverse the policy.
Oh, okay, sorry. Usually we read the question first, Eliza, and then respond to it. Because this is also an audio version, and we want to be sensitive to all of our audience.
All right,
Russ.
Whoa, did Spencer just get in here? Spencer, get back in here. Get back in here, Spencer.
Hey, Spence. With no
He boomered it out so bad. He has no audio. He boomered himself.
Oh shit, he doesn't even have it? Oh wow.
I hate
Boomer.
Absolute boomer. And that's what we love, is that even our interns are boomer as shit and they make mistakes like boomers.
We all do, Jay. We all make mistakes, a lot of them.
Rusty Shackelford. Oh, god damn it, Spencer. How long until Twitter reverses the newest policy?
They won't. They're going to tighten them more and more. This is the beginning of the end. I mean, what you're seeing on Twitter is they are polishing the brass on legacy media. They're polishing the brass on the Titanic. Yeah, it's the beginning of the end. The good news is that what will be forward will be decentralized platforms where users will have more control, and we won't have to wait for red tape of corporations or the government. It will be much better moving forward.
Damon Toll says, please sign my petition to change Eliza Blue's name to Eliza Ranch to represent the best dressing.
First of all, I just want to say, and Damien knows this. Damien knows this.
It's Damien. Yeah, Damien.
It's Damien. Damien knows this.
This specific picture, he looks so like.
I know. And then you go and you see his Twitter feed, and he's like drowning mayo like a little bitch.
Man's literally guzzling ranch.
Ranch is white trash.
Guzzling ranch.
It's the white trash of dressings. Absolutely. Blue cheese is where it's at. Blue cheese is more sophisticated. Blue is where it's at. You eat blue's ass, you don't eat ranch's ass. That's where it's at.
Hakirat says, what we going to call Blake after he resigns? # Blake bye.
Blake bye.
Okay, see you. President Mitch says, who is the best bye brother and why is it Scott?
Because Scott bye sounds better than Blake bye.
Blake bye.
I have this
too many
theory.
B's.
Okay, listen. I have this theory. Do you think Defiant L's is hot?
Who defines
What?
Define L?
Defiant L's. Do you think Defiant
Do we think he's a hot guy or
I think
his
Defiant
content
L's
is
could be a hot guy.
Why do you think Defiant L's
he
is
could
a guy?
be.
We found out Libs of TikTok is a woman.
I talked to Defiant L's. I talked to Defiant L's, but I've never asked for a selfie.
Oh, you should have. He could be. I honestly,
I feel like Defiant L's might be hot. I was just seeing Prison Mitch. Like, I feel like these like accounts where I don't know. Okay, Sarah's making me feel better about
being thirsty on Maine.
Oh my gosh.
Josh Goldsmith says, given the one buy limit, can we ban Blake and keep Scott? Absolutely.
So Sarah says, I mean, I posted it on IG, LOL. My roommate picked me up from the airport. Literally a picture that says, I have a new vagina with Sarah.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
So that's Sarah. Wait. There's Sarah. She has a new vagina, and
Sarah with no H.
yeah, Sarah with no H. And I was telling her,
Except in the last name.
oh, Sarah, you look so cute in that picture with your little hair.
Anthony Rivera has a question for Eliza saying, Eliza, what new gun should I get?
All of them. All of them. I like the, well, I think it's whatever suits you best. I like the 3D printer guns. I think those are pretty cool, but whatever suits you best, whatever suits you best for your needs. Like I can't do a lot of like when I'm pushed back, that like kind of triggers me a little bit. So whatever suits you best.
Blake By says, what are we going to do for January 4th when I get sworn in? We are going to stage an
Your mom.
insurrection.
We're going to do your mom.
That's what we're gonna, no.
We're going to stage a coup.
Elijah said it best. We're gonna do
What?
your mom.
We're going to do your mom, dog. That's what we're going to do. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Silver Plastic says, Eliza is down horrendous.
I am. I am. Isn't it
Daisy
horrible?
says,
Eliza, I
this
just
whole
sent
time
a
wondering why I
poll.
couldn't see anyone.
Look at the poll tweet I just did.
What? Ass again?
Ass licking.
I can't believe I went on OAN and your stupid ass show today. Let's see. Who do we think Defiant Els is hot? I'm gonna retweet that. Look, I'm gonna ask Defiant Els, please send me a selfie. Listen, loser.
Oh.
What should I say to Defiant Els? Hey, look, if you're a guy, what would you want to say to get a selfie that's not creepy?
Spencer's showing us his screen right now. Spencer,
Send me.
you got to vote.
Send
you got
me
to vote now.
Send me a selfie and I'll send you a tit. I'll send you tits.
Spencer,
That's
show
what
it.
that's what you would want me to say to you. Let's talk about
Spencer,
everything
show
else.
your screen.
Gross.
Spencer has to show his screen and let us know what he thinks. He has to. He showed it, so he's got to vote.
As long as I can vote from the Habibi Bros account.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, and then obviously the answer is going to be yes. But then you have to vote from your account, and you have to cancel out our vote, so it's going to be yes.
Okay, so what should I say to Defiant Els? Listen, hey.
We're literally strategizing you writing a message, a DM right now.
We are.
Okay,
We're
I got
strategizing.
it.
We want to make sure.
Habibi's. Oh yes, happy Hanukkah to all the Jubibis. Thank you.
Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak, all the Jews. Blake By,
Hanukkah
your
Mubarak.
mom is a saint,
Hanukkah Sameach.
especially when she bends over.
You're so gross, Jay. Why does everything got to be about that?
Sean King says, I can't believe we're watching this dumb show either.
It's not that
Racism.
dumb, actually.
It's
No, he's not talking
Islamophobia.
about your episode. He's talking about the general dumb stupidity
The
of the
dumbness.
show. The dumbness.
She's also a sinner. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And Josh would know.
Aw.
That's what my mother's saying.
I feel like girls might be cute. And Defiant, never mind.
Never mind. But if we don't have any other questions from the Habibis,
Hold on. Frostbite says that's the nicest thing Eliza said to Siraj recently. What was that? What did she say?
I do love Siraj very much. I know I dunk on him a
it's
lot
not
and I
that
talk
dumb.
trash. Oh, BB, I love Siraj so much. Actually,
he's not that dumb.
he's very kind. He's very kind. He's very loyal. And he's a good friend. And behind the scenes, he's a very good friend and very supportive and gives me advice. And he's very nice. And you check in on me a lot, Beebs.
David Toll says, is Blake By hot? Yes, 0%. No, 69,000%. Dan West Pizza says the Habibis are going to do some gaming after this. Yeah, so stick around, Habibis. I got to go pee and probably watch my wife leave me, so I'm going to head out of here. So, Eliza, thank you so much for sticking with us for the whole show. You really didn't have to. I literally pitched Eliza to just join us for 20 minutes, and she stayed for an hour and 49 minutes.
I have the time to hang out with my friends.
Nice. We love it.
So, Habibis, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And I'm Eliza Blue.
And you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Siraj Hashmi. You can find Jay at @Slicken, Eliza Blue at Eliza Blue. Find the Habibi Bros at Habibi _Bros. Yeah. Don't forget Boomer Friday. Use the code Boomer Friday. That's capital B, capital F on our website, habibibros.us. That's gonna be starting this Friday going throughout all of Christmas. Patreon. Patreon.com/Habibi Bros.
You're Muslim. I thought you didn't do Christmas.
Well,
what?
What? We do Christmas. Of course we do Christmas.
Of course we do Christmas.
Astaghfirullah.
Astaghfirullah. We're not, we make jihad on everything, but not on Christmas.
I love Christmas.
We love Christmas.
Siraj will send you a Christmas gift from both of us.
Yeah, it'll probably be next year though, because I still have to take care of Christmas presents that I promised the Habibis from last year.
Okay, Beeps. Sounds about right.
You still haven't signed. You still haven't sent the postcards.
I got to do that. All right, Habibis. Love you. Have a good night. Be safe. Masalama.